A very good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the online English class. I earlier explained about parts of speech through videos. So, what does parts of speech mean? Part of speech means each part of speech explains not what the word is, but how the word is used. So, parts of speech means words are named according to their functions in a sentence. Or we can say that a part of speech is a class of words based on the word's function. That's the way it works in a sentence. Words are divided into various parts or classes according to the function they do in a sentence. So, each among them is called parts of speech. So, there are 8 kinds of functions performed by the words in a sentence. So, based on their functions, they are divided into 8 parts of speech: nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. So, in today's class, we are going to detailed study about nouns. We just see what are nouns. So, see the definition. Noun means a word that represents a person, place, thing or idea. Means the names of people, place, thing or idea are called nouns. So, these all are relates with nouns. So, a noun is a naming word used to identify or denote a person's, things, places, ideas, quality or actions. In short, it refers to anything that can be named or it tells you what is being talked about. So, a noun is a naming word and used to identify or denotes a person, things, places, ideas, qualities or actions. Or we can say that it refers to anything that can be named. So, you can see in this definition, a noun is a word by which a person, animal, place, thing, quality, etc. is named. So, it means a noun is a word which is used as the name of anything. All naming words are nouns. So, see the example. Person like Pooja, Rajesh is a name of a person. Animals, ash, cow, goat, etc. Places, Kanpur, London, Gwalior, these are the name of a places. Things, table, book, chair, etc. These are related with things. Qualities, justice, honor, courage, etc. So, all these words are naming words and relates with nouns. We can see Some more examples of nouns. Man, an, girl, Steve, child, grandma, grandpa, these all are related with persons. Paris, city, school, home, Asia, space, kitchen, these all are related with place. They are related with places. Dog, cat, whale, lion, bee, bull, lizard, these all are related with animals. Book, pencil, apple, flower, disease, shoe, cap, these all are related with thing. So, noun is a word that is the name of something such as a person, animal, place, thing, quality, ideas or action, and is typically used in a sentence as subject or object of a verb or as object of a preposition. Now, we are going to see the kinds of nouns. Now we are going to see kinds of nouns. So, nouns came in a lot of different shapes and sizes. The first one, proper nouns. Second one, common. Third one, collective nouns. Fourth one, abstract. And fifth one, material nouns. These are all kinds of nouns. So at first we see the proper noun. What is the meaning of proper noun? A proper noun. A proper noun is the special word for or name that we use for a person, place or organization. So, means special names given to people, places, festival, books, days, months, etc. are called proper nouns. And always be remembered that a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. For example, Mark, France, Ferrari, London. Mark is the name of a boy. France is the name of a place. Ferrari is the name of a car. London is the name of a place. So these all are proper nouns. A proper noun is a special name that names a particular person, place or thing. So always be remembered that a proper noun is a special name and that name relates with particular person, place or thing. A proper noun can be made up of more than one word. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. You just see in the example, Roy, Eden Town, Sunset Palace. So these all are proper nouns and these examples are begin with a capital letter. A proper noun is the name given to something to make it more specific. So, always remember that a proper noun is the name given to something to make it more specific. So, see the example. Emily is the name of a girl. Settle is the name of a place. Teddy bear is the name of a thing. So now we understand that a proper noun is a specific name for a particular person, place or thing. Proper nouns are always capitalized in English, no matter where they fall in a sentence. Now we just go to the next one, that is common noun. So names given in general to people, places, animals or things of the same class or kind are called common nouns. A common noun is a noun that refers to people or things in general. So common noun is a noun that refers to people or thing in a general. For example, boy, country, bridge, city, birth, day, happiness. So these all examples are related with common noun. A common noun names any person, place, thing or idea. Common nouns are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. So always remember that common nouns are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. See the examples. You can see the examples: teacher, baseball, city. So these all examples are related with common nouns. You can see some other examples of common nouns: book, table, car, water, milk, oil, music, art, literature, dog, woman, teacher. So these all these examples are related with common nouns. These all are related with common nouns. So a common noun refers to people or things in a general way, means a common noun is a non-specific person, place or thing. A common noun can be used as either the subject or the object of a sentence. Now the next one is collective noun. A word, collective noun, the word that stands for a collection. Collective noun. A word that stands for collection. That stands for collection of people or things, spoken of as a whole, is called a collective noun. So a word that stands for a collection of people or things spoken of as a whole is called a collective noun. Collective nouns are used to describe a group of the same things. So collective nouns are always used to describe a group of, the same thing. Always remember that collective nouns are used to describe a group of the same thing. Name of a group or collection of persons or things counted as one is called collective noun. So what is the meaning of collective nouns? Collective noun means name of a group. Name of a group or collection of persons, things counted as one is called collective nouns. So you can see in this image, see the examples. Also collective nouns are words, a group of. Collective nouns are words used to mean a group of. For example, instead of saying a group of books, we can say a library of books. Instead of saying a group of flowers, we can say a bunch of flowers. So collective nouns are words used to means a group of. So collective nouns are words. Collective nouns are one word that names a group of people, animals, or things. See, an army of soldiers, a team of ducks, a bunch of keys. So collective nouns means one word that names a group of people. Collective noun means one word that names a group of people, group of animals, or group of things. An army of soldiers, these are examples. An army of soldiers, a team of ducks, a bunch of keys. So these all types of examples are related with collective nouns. So a collective nouns is a collections of people, animal, or things taken as a whole. The next noun is abstract noun. Abstract noun are names of things we can only think of or feel but cannot see or touch. So abstract nouns are names of things we can only think. We can only think of or feel but cannot see or touch. So an abstract noun names ideas, feelings, and characteristics. So an abstract noun relates with names, ideas, feelings, and characteristics. So see the example: bravery, love, happiness. So these are relates with abstract nouns. So abstract noun is a noun that refers to a quality, idea, or feeling. It is a thing that we cannot see or touch, but we can think or hear or feel it. First, see the example: honesty refers to quality of a person. Belief refers to idea of a person. Joy, it is one of kind feeling of a person. So another examples like bravery, strength, patience, happiness, kindness, friendship, knowledge, etc. These all are related with abstract nouns. So abstract nouns are nouns that expresses a quality or an idea such as integrity and honesty. These nouns are not capitalized unless they appear as the first word in a sentence or as a word in a title. So abstract nouns are replaced by gender neutral pronouns, and these nouns can be used as a sentence, subject, or object. So see the next one, material noun. So material noun, the names given to materials. The names given to materials which things are made are called material nouns. Material noun is a substance, a material, or an ingredient we can see and touch which is used for making things. So example, gold, coal, wheat, rubber, etc. Material, noun, usually uncountable noun. Example, this window is made of glass. So material noun is a substance or a material or an ingredients that we can see or touch and which is used for making things. See the examples, gold, coal, wheat, rubber, etc. These are all related with material noun, and material noun usually uncountable noun. Example, this window is made of glass. So window is a common noun and glass is material noun. So a material noun is the name of a material or substance from which things are made and which we can see, hear, smell, taste or touch. See the example, she is kneading flour, iron is a hard metal, the ring is made of gold, this chair is made of wood. Here flour, iron, gold, wood. These are relates with material nouns. So a material noun is that what refers to a material or substance from which things are made, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton. See the example, glass, wheat, gold, coal. So these all things are relates with material nouns. So gold, iron, you can see some more examples, glass, wheat, gold, coal, etc. So these things cannot be counted, but we can measure. So the material noun is a substance, an ingredient or a material that we can touch and see, and it is used to make other things as well. So children, today I am going to stop this lesson, nouns. I will continue the leftover part of this lesson in next class. Thank you and have a great day.